I can't remember the last time that I did a morning webinar, and that used to be my strongest. You know, the morning webinar used to be. I'm talking about the project where we actually raised $300 million, and that was mostly driven through the morning webinar. Not only the Europeans, but the Australians, the people from Singapore, from Japan, from China. So this is quite exciting. I'm delighted. A goeiemorgen, good morning, guten morgen, bonjour, bon dia, buongiorno, buenos dias, and I will learn a few more. So, okay, well, that was a warm beginning, and here we are talking about warm. We are definitely, for right now, very excited because we're able now officially, actively, to invite people to Tornado Rising, which has its turbo booster plan. And you, all of you, the founding members here, will come to remember the turbo booster plan as by far the most profitable, money generating, cash flow generating program on the internet. And I don't say that lightly. It's often boasted by programs, but they haven't got the formulas, the intelligence behind it, and they don't have the programming skill, the support skill to do it. And then a third one, they don't have the integrity to do it, because this is a plan, a system so powerful, it really, really needs to be in the hands of the right people. You don't want to put this in the hands of dishonest people, or as we had it with another project, in the hands of people who ended up beginning to drink literally 3 Drambuie, a full Drambuie bottle, 3 of those per person per night. I have no idea how these guys survived. Yeah, so those who know which program I'm talking about. Okay, the owners are in jail because after the abuse of alcohol, they got into cocaine and then hookers, and then they ended up using hookers to lure people on board. Horrible. And unfortunately, I gave these people my know-how and my support because in the beginning, I thought that they were people of integrity. This isn't going to happen here because we've got owners that are quality people, that are very deeply spiritual people, that are humble people. They've become close friends of mine and respected friends of mine. Now, friends of mine and Richmond and Billy know that they have to put up with a very blunt me, a very harsh me when it comes to the mathematics. It needs to be accurate, it needs to be perfected, and that is exactly what we have. So let's dive right in. What is the highest paid activity on the internet? Well, the highest earners on the internet are the affiliates. Affiliates, what's an affiliate? That's somebody who is bringing customers. And you can become an affiliate of Amazon, you can become an affiliate of Google, you can become even an affiliate of Coca-Cola. There isn't a product in the world that you cannot name, from bicycles to cigars to insurance to banking, where you cannot be an affiliate and earn affiliate commissions. They're the highest earners on the internet, so much so that every day there is 170 new millionaires, of which more than 70% are affiliates. Now, what's the challenge? If you're a good affiliate, you need to know how to get new signups. You need to know how to drive traffic. You need to know how to filter for quality visitors. In a particular program like this, if you want to make money online, you need to know where the people are at, not the tire kickers, but the ones who are serious about making money online. And typically, it's only a small percentage who ever succeed at this. Well, here we already have a radical difference in that the product itself is precisely that highly desired element, which is advertising, text ads, banner ads, video impressions, in order to attract new people. So yes, you will be able to embed some of your own programs. Now that advertising is being sold in packs of different sizes, 7 different sizes at the moment. And this is done so it fits everybody's budget. We have on the left side the booster pack, $25. That is the starter pack. It's the booster. It's the one that kind of does the lift off. And then you will see that all the subsequent packs are double in value. So from 25, we go to 50, the bronze pack. And then we double up again to the silver pack, $100, the gold pack, $200. And once again, we double up from 200 to 400 with the platinum pack, double up again to the diamond pack, $800. And as it stands right now, our top pack for the moment is the ruby pack. And I say for the moment because that's $1,600. There is already several packs that continue to double, 3,200, 6,400, 12,800, and then we're jumping into the 25,600. That pack is already defined. As a matter of fact, it is going to be called the Phoenix pack. And the reason for that is out of the ashes, on the right-hand side here, out of the ashes, the Phoenix is rising. Now, those of you who know Tornado Rising and its development know that we've gone through some very painful challenges. A server that crashed when we opened up, our beloved owner who got hit by a car and nearly got killed, had to be rushed to the hospital, has a massive whiplash. And please continue your prayers and good thoughts for Billy because he is not healed up yet. I'm urging him. And as a matter of fact, here, let me do something. Everyone who watches this recording, send a message to Billy if you know where he's at on Telegram or on WhatsApp. Send a message to Billy and tell him to get his, I was going to say his ass, but you're not supposed to say that, to get his bum, to get his body on an airplane onto Portugal. We're going to fix him up here. I'm surrounded by people, some of the best health restoration people in the world. As a matter of fact, that's been my profession my entire life. And we're about to build a whole series of hotels together with Marriott specifically to do that. So Billy, if you're hearing this webinar, and I'm sure you'll listen to the recording to see what I did early in the morning, get your bum over here, your Trinidad bum, and put it on an airplane and come over here and let me fix you. And I'm surrounded with some of the best people who will show you how the body can recuperate. A whiplash is a horrible, horrible thing. So anyways, everybody who knows me knows that I kind of, there is things I do by the book, and then there is things that I squeeze in between simply because I do this with passion. And I hope this also lets you know that the people behind this program are real. This is not some, silly robot who is, a script we bought off the shelf. No, this is all coded from the first line up. And while I'm at it, let me tell you something else, and it'll give you perhaps another deeper perspective on why Tornado Rising and its compensation plan is unique. The core formulas of it, I conceived 4 years ago, right in the midst of suffering with 2 huge third-degree burns on each of my feet. They looked like pizzas were rotting away on the top of my feet. It was horrid. If I showed you pictures, you would say, Dr. Leven, please stop. This is too ugly to look at. I looked like Lazarus. It was horrid. The pain, I went through screaming phases of pain because none of the pain medications worked. I ultimately got helped through going to the hyperbaric oxygen tank. It's a piece of equipment of over €1 million that I went in for sessions where they forced oxygen into my body, and that ended up healing these wounds. So in the middle of this, and by the way, if Carlo is watching this, he was my personal assistant, my private butler at the time, and I want to say thank you, Carlo, for having put up with me, because I was in a horrid stage. As a matter of fact, Miguel, my video producer, was also present at the time, and the both of them did such a heartfelt, kind task to put up with a man that was in horrifying pain. They both know that I tried they prescribed every painkiller in the book, and it didn't work. All the way from paracetamols to codeines to opioids to name it, and it didn't do anything. So anyways, I'm thankful to the people who've helped me through that phase. They're angels on my path. Well, right there, my friends, is the eye of the tornado, because that is where I conceived. And I say conceived so you don't have the illusion that somehow I'm the mathematical genius. I'm surrounded with several mathematical geniuses as friends, and believe me, they're way over my head. I haven't got their brain. But I conceived this in a half hour. I wrote this, and I remember it very well because I wrote it in red ink. And you may go, well, what's so special about writing in red ink? Well, if you had met my mom, bless her heart, she's passed away, but she would probably turn in her grave if she knew that I had written in red ink. And if you wonder why, well, back in Belgium and the Netherlands, if you write with red ink, I would assume in France as well, you're a socialist. And that was one thing my parents didn't want me or anybody else to be. They were not socialists themselves, and I hope I'm not insulting anybody. It's sort of just a funny anecdote. I did write it in red, not because I had socialistic feelings. Maybe I felt social, you could say that, but it was a simply because there was no other pen than that red pen. After I wrote the comp plan, and I will preserve these pages because they'll become historical, I actually fell asleep in exhaustion. And when I woke up, I picked them up and I looked at them and I said, what is that? And it took me several weeks to realize the power of what had been written down there. So this, my friends, here is Tornado Rising, but even now perfected, because there is a passive element combined now in Tornado Rising, which back in the days, those of you who have followed me for a while, VIP Turbo, that is where the formulas were put forth. And but we didn't have that passive element, and here we do. So wow, didn't even know I was going to share this, but I did. Well, that's what you get when you get up early in the morning in Europe. Wait till I begin to do a 3 a.m. conference, because normally 3 a.m. is my time to get up. So what do we see here on the screen? Unique benefit number one, you don't need to buy or sell anything, because normally as an affiliate you have to. But with Tornado Rising, you're getting a complete system. And what kind of a system? Well, it's an automated system. And it's automated to do what? Well, it's a automated marketing system and an automated money-making system, all infused into one bowl of wax. very, very powerful. And because it is fully automated, that means it's intelligent, it's embedded in the software. Because of that, because it's no longer the opinion or the experience of a person, we can guarantee that everyone, and when we say everyone, we mean 100%, everyone is going to get results and is going to make money. I hope, folks, that you kind of go, whoa, 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 whoa. Otherwise, and believe me, I know the stats very well, 97% of the people never make any money in these referral affiliate programs, multi-level type programs, matrix type programs. They don't. Now here, because of the intelligence, we can guarantee that there is going to be results. That means that people are going to make money. Now here comes the shocker. Even the people who've never made money online or who have tried and miserably failed, I hope if that is you, that you will have, that your ears are standing up straight right now. People who have no internet experience, no selling experience, no online marketing or online advertising experience. We mean everyone. Because of the automated system and the formulas and the algorithms, and believe me, they're intense. But we have a genius programmer who's made it happen. It sees to it that we're all pushing one another. Everyone is pushing everyone forward. It's an incredible concept. It's a straight line system that then feeds into matrices. And we've already had some so-called experts, believe me, they're not experts, who claimed, oh, well, we know the matrix and a matrix this and a matrix that, or we have a much better matrix, and all that nonsense said by people who have never even created a program. This is a straight line filling, linear filling of several consequential matrices. Well, how is that for a mouthful? What it actually means is every pack, remember we were looking at the packs, every pack purchased is actually placed in a line. It's almost like the train track, and with a locomotive up front, and then another wagon being attached and another wagon being attached. So all the people who buy after you have purchased, they get placed behind you. Now this is very, very special. Here is a bit of a depicting. You look at the deal in the red circle or in the red frame. So the first person, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. They are filled in a straight line in a linear format, and you've got the bearded guy at the top. Just for a moment, imagine that that is you, and underneath you normally would be people. Well, it's not really you, it's one of your packs. And underneath that pack comes the next person, and then the next person, and then there is 4 spots underneath that. So you always got on the level 1, 2 spots, remember that, and on level 2, 4 spots. 2 spots, 4 spots, 6 spots in total. And they get filled through a straight line filling. Let's apply that. We're going to go to that $25 pack. And let's actually look, we call it the booster pack. Let's see what that does. Remember, I mentioned level 1, 2 spots, and then level 2, 4 spots. Well, since we're talking about $25, 2 spots, 2 times 25 is $50. On level 2, 4 $25 spots is $100. Let's take a look first on level 1, what that $50 is paying for. It will first of all pay you for a $25 re-entry onto the next level in the same matrix, so that you can collect commissions, earnings on level 1, but you can also collect earnings on level 2. In order to do that, we need to buy you another spot. The system does that for you. You don't need to pay twice $25, just once, and the system will upgrade you onto the next level. Then there was $50. There is $25 used to upgrade you. The other $25 is distributed in 10% for the company. That is the admin fees for the servers, the programmers, the support. The 40% will be going to the person who referred you. And truly that person deserves it. And yeah, we know there is a few parasites who are now cutely trying to make sure that their sponsor won't get their commission by signing up positions under themselves. They'll all be shut down. So know that. Yes, you can write up a family member, but there is a limit. If you're doing this to profiteer away from your sponsor, you will find your account shut down. So please be sensible and respectful for that. So 50% goes to the member. That's half of that $25. That's $12.50. Now follow the red line. We're going to put that in the box here. The second level is 4 times 25, $100. What are we using that for? Half of it is going to upgrade you. Now, look at that. This is so important. It will upgrade you to the next level up, which is, we started with the booster pack. We're talking about the booster pack, but already you get a paid for position, paid for by the system. Yeah, you're going to need to be patient and don't be complaining, because we throw complainers out. We're not paying complainers. You don't deserve it if you're complaining. But the bronze matrix pack is bought for you. That's what that $50 is for. Now the remaining, since it's $100, the remaining $50 is again distributed, same deal, 10, 40, 50%. So you get 50%, $25, follow the red line, and there it is. The two combined is $37.50. Folks, for those of you who are who enjoy mathematics, if you purchase the $25 pack and you're getting $37.50, how much are you getting? Answer is 150%. Last time I checked, that takes 300 years. Yes, I'm not saying something crazy. It takes 300 years to earn that in the bank, because the bank is only paying you 0.5% per year. So to get to 150%, and you're actually getting a whole lot more, because you're getting the $37.50 plus what? Plus the $50 to upgrade you to the bronze matrix. So you're actually getting $37.50 plus 500, and that, my friends, is over 300% return. Now that would take you over 600 years in the bank. So, you know, if people say, how long is it going to take before I'll make that money? Well, we don't know, because it depends on how many positions, how fast they're being placed behind you. Some moments it'll go fast, some moments it'll go a bit slower, and that's all right. What if it took 5 years compared to 600 years in the bank? It's still a good deal, is it? But it isn't going to take 5 years. But at least be patient and be respectful. We will demand that all the members are respectful, because you complain, you're out. Now, asking a question is more than fair game, but complaining, no. We are not complaining. We're thankful people, and that's a rule. You want to get paid by the system, you'd better learn to be thankful. Now, when we get paid, typical, not typical, wise question, where is the money coming from? Well, the answer is simple. It's from the new sales. Oh my God, that's a pyramid, that's a Ponzi. Whoa, 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 no, no, no. Where do you think the money is coming from in McDonald's? From the new sales of hamburgers. Where is the new money coming from in the Marriott hotels, or the Hilton hotels, or the Sheraton hotels? Simple answer, from the new sales of the rooms. So there is nothing pyramidical about this. This is not a Ponzi scheme. This is not some stupid, pyramid scheme. This is a legitimate business advertising that is sold in packs, and we're making sales. And as the sales come in, profit can be paid out. So now, who is creating the new sales? Do you think it is the people who are passive? Because we told you a moment ago that the people who have no experience, the people who actually, even the people who refuse to share this program, we're asking you to be thankful and to not complain, but you're allowed to be passive. You're allowed to actually go back to sleep if you wish, but you're not going to, in that case, bring in the new sales. Who is bringing in the new sales? Well, the answer is naturally, guess what? The affiliates who are affiliates. They share and they refer. Does that make sense? That the money is coming in from sales and the sales are coming in from the people who refer. It's all logical, isn't it? So even the passive people get paid. Even the people who don't sponsor get paid. Thanks, and this is so important, thanks to the people who share and refer. Now, here is something. Please listen, open up your ears. If you're going to be a person who initially isn't going to share this program with anybody else, over time you will, because you will have no other choice. It's going to work so well, you're going to want to share it. But please, in the meantime, why are we asking you not to complain and to be respectful? Because you need to be thankful to the people who are doing the work. So how about not just only keeping that in mind, but if you're in the chat rooms, I look at some of the people in the chat rooms and honestly, I feel sad for you because your attitude is negative, is crybaby-like, and is complaintive. And don't do that, not when you're welcoming and trying to deserve money into your life. At least every day give thanks to the people who are sharing and referring. Now, luckily in the system, guess what? We're also taking care of those people. That's why we are rewarding the people who are bringing in the money. We're rewarding them, and we're rewarding them phenomenally well. We're actually paying out 80% matching bonuses to the person who referred you. And that's why, to these profiteers, there is an idiot there in the Netherlands. He's signed up a whole string of people, people all himself, to fake out and scam out his sponsor from getting commissions. And he actually thinks we don't see this. You know what? All of his accounts are going to be shut down. So you better listen. This is a program. It's a fantastic program, but we do demand respectfulness. Respect the people who referred you, and don't be the cheapskate and the parasite who would want to steal your sponsor out of the matching bonus, because that person who refers deserves to be paid and deserves to be paid well. Remember, we were looking at this chart together. Level 1, level 2, and the yellow boxes were actually your earnings for a total of $37.50. Well, let's shift the yellow boxes. Guess what? That 40%, that's what your sponsor, the person who referred you, is getting. $30. Does he deserve that? Of course he does. He's the one who's helping, he or she is the one who's helping to drive the program. And I'll come after any of you who try to cheat your sponsor out of their matching bonus. Believe me, it's like a baby who would want to cheat his mom out of mother milk. That's silly, isn't it? Don't be fools. Don't steal from the hand that feeds you. I hope you're hearing this message loud and clear. Everybody earns, even the passive people. The people who are not sharing or sponsoring make money as well. Now, we're not dumb. We know that if in the beginning, the reason why many people don't like to share is because they haven't got any proof of earnings. I understand that. But part of the problem is the MLM companies have told us we need to sell and we need to try to convince people. Please don't do that. Just share the program. There's no need to push, sell people. People don't like to be pushed, sold. They like to be informed and educated. Well, use the recording of this webinar as a way to educate them. But thanks to the straight line filling, even those people will begin to be pushed forward and they'll begin to make money. And that then indeed, as Christoph just typed in, it is sharing the wealth. And why do you share? It's because you care. Share because you care, not to get a commission. Share because you care. What is more beautiful than sharing the wealth with other people? That's what we're kind of meant to do as human beings on this beautiful planet of ours. And we need to learn to welcome abundance, the reality that Mother Nature offers more than enough. So, a technical little dealie, all the packs are compulsory. What does that mean? Well, everyone must purchase from the $25 pack, that little booster pack, on upwards, even if you want to buy the higher levels. Now, we're doing this to make sure that even the person who comes in with a big purchase will push the little packs forward as well. An example, if you want to buy the $100 pack, you'll still be required to buy the $50, the $100 pack is the silver pack. You'll still be required to buy the $50 bronze pack as well as the $25 booster pack. So together, you want to have a $100 silver pack, you need to pay $175. Again, we do that to make sure that that person still pushes the $25 packs and the $50 packs, not only pushes, but actually gets paid on it as well. So we have another unique benefit, very special benefit, and we call it the force you to become rich factor, or the force you to become rich algorithm. Every pack has an automatic upgrade embedded. With automatic upgrade, I mean it's embedded in the software, in the coding. And that counts for the passive people as much as for the people who are sharing, which, you know, a question goes, am I going to get paid as well if I don't share, if I don't refer? The answer is yes, actually as much as the person who is sharing in terms of the earnings on the pack. Now, the person who's sharing is getting referral commissions on top, but automatic upgrade, which means that pack, even the smallest one, pays for your next level pack without needing to pay extra money. Now, in a moment, we're going to look at why some people choose to pay the extra money to purchase already some of the higher packs, but that's a different deal. The automatic upgrade is part of the force you to become rich factor. Remember that I said give attention to this line here on level 2. Out of the $100, half of it, we could pay it to you, but we don't want to. Why? Because what's the biggest disease that people have when they get money? They go spend it. They go spend it to pay bills, that we respect, but they also go spend it on frivolous stuff. And then afterwards, boom, it's all gone. No, in a good business, you have to not only continue to reinvest to maintain your business, but you have to continue to invest and invest. I'm not talking about an investment scheme. I'm talking investing in yourself, investing in advertising, investing in your financial well-being. Is that $50 is used, half of it is used to purchase you into the next higher pack. Now that is very powerful. The automatic upgrades assures that even the smallest participant with only $25 will be able to work their way up the ladder without needing to pay extra money. So when you look at that, a person with a $25 pack who now gets paid for by the system $100 pack, look at those two numbers, 25 and 100. Now it means that that person is making 4 times more money, 4 times faster. So the force you to become rich factor pushes you to actually earn more and more and more. Now, there is a spreadsheet that you can find in the chat rooms, and you can take a screenshot if you're watching this video, and you can sit and study it. It's a bit headachy in the beginning, but see, we've looked at this column here so far, just the booster column, and as you can tell, there is identical algorithms for all the way up to Ruby, and even the Ruby 1600 is, guess what, right here, watch this, on level 2, this right here, out of the 6,400, 3,200 is paying for what? The next level pack. And it's in gray here because we haven't even named it yet. We just named it on top of the Ruby, higher than the Ruby, but at 3,200 and then 6,400 and then 12,800. And like I told you, already a Phoenix pack of 25,600. So now, big news, first pay run. Who is ready to be paid? Don't answer that. I know you all are ready to be paid, but you can type it into the chat anyways if you are looking forward to be paid. Let's see. Is there anybody who is eager to want to get paid? You can type it as many times in chat as you wish, actually, because guess what? Yuri is ready to get paid. Christoph is ready. He's not sure. Dodzi is saying, I want to get paid and I want to share it, says Yuri. Excellent. So in 2 days, we are going to get paid 2 days and 6 hours and whatever. Go to the website and there is the countdown timer when the first pay run, the first cron job, as they call it, will be done. Now, as far as the to select your packs, click the packs you want to buy. Well, let me stop the sharing, and I'm going to go to here. And we're gonna go to, I can't do it because I've purchased all 6 packs. The booster pack, the bronze pack, the silver pack, the gold pack, the platinum pack, the diamond pack, and the ruby pack for a total of 3,175. Okay, we're going back to our PowerPoint. And inside your account, you will find by default when you arrive, all 7 packs are activated and it shows a total of 3,175. All you need to do is click or unclick. Let's say you want to buy up to the gold pack. Click on that and that number here will adapt to the total of it. If you just want to start with the booster pack, just want to get your feet wet, that's fine. You will see then $25. Now keep in mind that on top of that 25 or whatever payment, there is a 7% admin cost for processing. This is to help cover your the Bitcoin fluctuation and also the cost of operation. And as you know, the admin cost actually comes back all in benefits to the people. Yes, I put it in here. I'm going all in. And there is actually several other people. My great friend, my sponsor in the HEAL program, and now actually one of my referrals, Michael Colucci from New York, also has just purchased all 7 packs. I know of several people who are preparing their budget. You still got a couple days to pull your budget together. And yes, you're able to go back in and add more packs. Of course, cutoff for the benefits of the timestamp is in those 2 days. Now, carefully watch the amount that you pay, yeah, and then you click the black bar, make the deposit, and lock your positions for the first day run. What happens when you click on that, you come to a page that says, please follow the instructions for making payments. Put the, and please, 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 you see in red here, the exact Bitcoin value. And it says Bitcoin value, it doesn't say dollar value. You need to pay the exact Bitcoin value. Don't use Wirex, because Wirex is a shitty Bitcoin wallet, because it only allows you to put like 3 or 4 digits behind. When you get a deal like, let's say you're paying $150, look at the number of digits. All of those digits, you need to accurately copy and paste that. Not pay the dollar amount. Don't say I'm sending $150. I knew I did. No, you need to do that correctly. Now, for any of you who have done it incorrectly, and therefore now your purchase doesn't show in your account, then in that case, you know that it shows in the account when you see this, that it will say you're locked at packs for the first pay run, and it shows all your packs. If you don't see that, you will need to report it to Richmond, and he's not going to fix it straight away, because we don't disturb the programmer. The programmer is coding up a storm, and but all in one batch. If you need to have the transaction code or the hash code and report that to Richmond. But please, for everyone else, how about doing it exactly, not in dollars, but in Bitcoin, and the exact Bitcoin amount. I hope I'm underlining that very, very well. Now, another piece of news is the upgrade commission, referral commission. There is a grace period. Let's read through that. In order to earn commissions on any pack, you have to be qualified for that pack. Qualified, that means that you've purchased at least one pack of that level before. Once you've purchased a pack, you're qualified for life. But qualified, what does that mean? You must have purchased that pack. So let's look at an example. In order to earn commissions on the $100 silver pack, now there is one exception, is the booster pack. There you will earn commissions even if you haven't purchased it. And we're doing this to let the free people begin to make some money too. So, but all the packs thereafter, the bronze pack, the silver pack, the gold pack, the diamond pack, the platinum pack, and the ruby pack, you want to get paid on it, you have to be qualified for that pack. That means that you have to have purchased at least $100 silver pack before. Okay? Normally, in any other program, if you're not qualified, meaning if you didn't purchase that pack, then those commissions are sent up over your head. You don't get them. They're sent up to the first qualified upline. That actually, and don't worry about all these technical things, it's either your sponsor or their sponsor or whomever has purchased that pack and as such is qualified. Now, we know that nobody likes to lose money, especially not on a referral that you brought in. And I've been there in these programs. It emotionally and financially hurts. It hurts like hell. I don't like to see money fly over my head. But you already know that Tornado Rising is a program with a heart. So guess what? Tornado Rising will enable you to catch these otherwise lost commissions. How do we do that? By giving you a grace period of 48 hours, during which, if you choose to, you don't have to, you're able to upgrade. And if you do, you catch that commission and it's not sent to your upline. How is that for fantastic? Now, last phase for today's webinar is how to get the most out of the registration timestamp. This is the registration timestamp is done here until we do the first pay run. First, you must understand that this is only during this pre-launch that you, as the TR founders, are receiving a special timestamp, registration timestamp benefit. Once we're beyond pre-launch, will automatically be the time of purchase, because only your first purchase will be coded, not based on your time of purchase, but instead will be placed in the order of your time of registration. What does that mean? It means that the packs you purchase now at launch will have a priority placement. Now, this is where you need to give good attention. I will repeat, the packs you purchase right now at launch or right before launch, you still have 2 days and a few hours, will have priority placement. They will be placed based on your registration timestamp. So what's the big deal of that? Well, guess what? The majority of the new people now and after launch will begin with buying the $25 booster pack. And if that's your wish to just buy the booster pack, by all means, I respect that. I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. But if you purchase some of the higher packs, here is the first thing that will happen. You're going to get all the higher pack purchases of the people who have a timestamp behind yours. That's the first thing. There's 4 of them. Second one, you will get all the higher pack purchases by the new people who are coming on board. They'll also get placed behind yours. Third, you're going to get the higher pack purchases by the new people who only buy the higher packs once they understand. They tiptoe in, then all of a sudden they go, my God, this program is powerful. And we're going to hear that a lot. Then they're going to purchase and they'll be all behind yours, pushing you towards faster payments. So there is a fourth one. You're going to get all the higher pack purchases of all the automatic upgrades. Remember, the force you to get rich upgrades, they're going to be placed behind yours. So I hope that when you see those 4 factors, 4 volumes of packs that are going to be placed behind you, the later timestamp, the new people who understand, and the automatic upgrades, all of them are going to push you. So, simple rule. Let's boil it down to simplicity. I like simplicity. My brain prefers Mickey Mouse simplicity. The more packs you buy, of course, that you can afford to buy, meaning higher packs, because you cannot buy multiple packs. That is only after launch and only 1 pack per 24 hours. But for right now, if you've purchased that booster, how about also getting at least the bronze pack at $50 or at $150? Get the bronze and the silver. Or do like Michael does, buy all 7 of them. When you do, you're going to max out the benefit of your timestamp. Bottom line, you leapfrog over everyone. So here is the deal. You want 1 pack, $25, 2 packs, $75, 3 packs, $175, 4 packs, $375, 5 packs, $775, 6 packs, $1,575, and 7 packs, $3,175. Is it really more powerful? Good question. Let's take a look. Mathematics is always the answer. Numbers don't lie. 1 pack is the basic one, right? The $25 pack is that booster pack. What if you buy 2? That means you add the bronze pack. The bronze pack is $75 together with the booster pack. 25 plus 50 is 75. How many times does 25 fit in 75? 3 times. So the answer is, when you buy 2 packs, you're going to get 3 times more profit. And you're going to get it much faster because you're leapfrogging. And people ask, well, what happens then with when my booster pack eventually buys a bronze pack? Well, that's extra money on top. Yeah, you heard me say it correctly, my friends. So if you buy the silver pack, 3 packs, you're going to earn, look at this number, 7 times more and 7 times faster. What about the gold? The gold pack is only $200 more. You will earn 15 times more than the basic pack. Platinum, $200 more. Whoops, that should have been the platinum pack. That's an error, my friends. I will make sure this is corrected. It should have the platinum pack in here that has $400. The rest of the calculations are correct. So 31 times more powerful. And finally, not finally, second to the last, diamond pack, 63 times more powerful. Do you see now why there is people willing to pay $1,575? Now, they're doing it for 2 reasons. They're making much more money, but they're making it much faster because they're leapfrogging over everybody else. And don't be upset that they do that, because guess what? They're pushing you too, and they're pushing the funding for the rescue plan. So finally, when you look, why did Michael Colucci also buy all 7 packs? Because he says, I see it. I'm making 127 times more money, and I'm making it way faster. Here is Michael when he was young. And he said, uh-oh, I see what you're doing here. Little rascal. So there it is. Very, very profitable to make sure that you right now allocate all the packs that you can afford. Even, I normally never recommend credit cards, but this is a case. Yes, stretch your credit card to the max, because guess what? You're using the bank's money when you use your credit card, and you're paying a fee for that. And yeah, even if the fee is high, it's still peanuts in comparison to your benefit. So make sure that you carefully consider if you're getting the additional packs. My friends, it's been an incredible joy to share this webinar with you. I'll make sure that you get a recording to it. It is fantastic that in Europe that you're getting up early in the morning, or you're ready now to go have lunch. And this is it. I will hereby end the meeting.